What if the controls for Doom were like a rhythm game, like Dance Dance Revolution or Guitar Hero? This is how I played it from a musician's perspective. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, I am Allstin. Question of the day, do you play a musical instrument? Let me know if you do or don't in the comments below. Now, here's how we play this game here. I can only hit a key to the beat of the music, okay? That's the only time I can press a key. Now, if you're watching, watch. Dun, 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 dun. That's the melody that I'm following to know when I can hit my key. Now, this song is one of my favorites, Getting Too Tense, and the map's one of my favorites too. It's got a lot of staccato notes. Those are the sharp notes that you hear, listen, that are in the main melody. And the dynamics of the song change a lot as well. Dynamics is the loud, the soft, all those changes that you're hearing. And what I'm trying to do as the dynamics like this, you hear how they added the higher notes there? The synthesizer went higher, and everything is getting more intense with the music, so I'm hitting the keys harder. And here in a second, it's going to die back down a little bit, so I'm going to bring it down in volume, but not yet, almost. You can see my movement. Watch it carefully. Dun, 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 dun. That's all I can move. It's like this. It's like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So you have a couple quick little movements and then a 3, and it just kind of alternates with each other. And that's pretty much the whole song on how you're allowed to move. It's going to die down. Listen. Quiet, easier pressing, less keys. Watch it picks back up a little bit. I do that like Beethoven thing or whatever where it looks like I'm a madman hitting a piano or something. It's kind of enjoyable. It's definitely a different twist on the levels that you know, and a challenge of sorts to play them this way because your movement is limited by the music and you have to stay on beat. That's why this is a post-commentary, because playing a game, commentating over it, and keeping a beat at the same time, I tried. It's really, really hard. You can try if you want to, but man, you're like thinking of different things at once. Even going up to the weapons, everything has to be on beat, hitting, shooting. I don't have auto aim on, so I'm kind of screwed in this regard here right now. Dynamics picking back up again. Okay, listen to the different instruments and how they affect this song. The main melody line is by that synthesizer, the ominous kind of probably minor key type of thing. And under that, you have the bass of, it's like, I guess the bass of the melody, whatever you'd want to call it, the dun, dun, dun. It's, what am I trying to say? Check it out. They're going to die down here in just a minute, so the keys are going to have to calm down just a little bit as I go and get the plasma to prepare. Ready? And back to just the one single key. My voice right now to give you another instance of dynamics. I'm going to follow my voice in dynamics as the song gets heavier. If you noticed, I started off at a very quiet spot, and as everything increased in the intensity in the music, I brought my voice up to match along with it, and then when it dies back down, I'll bring it back down again. That is dynamics in action. That is something you can use in public speaking, in YouTube, Twitch, in general life conversation, incorporating dynamics into the pitch, the tempo, everything in your speech. So that's another thing I can do with the commentary is follow it along that way. Using the BFG on 2 Revenants here is easy. But I just wanted to at least kind of explain the whys of what I did. Now this room is going to be difficult. More intensity here, hit the keys harder. I can't maneuver in this room as easily as I once could playing normally. All right, have to keep things intense here. The music is at an all-time high right now of aggression and sound. But I can only still move in the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 rhythm. Now where music really gets fun, and I don't think any songs that Doom have this, is polyrhythms. When you have two, or polymeter, whatever, where you have 2 different rhythms going on at one time. Think Carol of the Bells. That song does that. Here we go. Dies back down. This is a perfect example of dynamics, and I'm going to give you it again so you can hear it again. Using dynamics in my voice, mimicking the music, so you kind of had a better idea of what I'm trying to do with the keyboard here. And this is just going to be me wandering back to where I once was. There's a little elevator up here, which is actually kind of cool too. It does take you longer to move around the map. Everything does take longer because you have to barely move. You don't really get much like freedom in your movement. You're shooting, moving, aiming. You all have to consider not only the melody of the song, not only the rhythm of the song, none of that, the dynamics, all of that has to be factored in. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the end of this map here. So right there, we just grab the last health bonus coming through. End of level, call out right here, 3827, and we are done here. And yes, your hands do get a little sore after practicing a few levels of this way. You do not want to miss this next level. It's one of my favorite music tracks ever. I've done it on guitar and game at the same time. Living End is coming up right now. Oh my goodness, what can I say about this track? Sean's got the shotgun. Look at this, the vibrato in the finger. That's another thing too I incorporated right there. Drum fill. This is a heavy, aggressive song, and what I did with my finger there was vibrato. You know when a singer sings and they have that wavering sound in their voice when they're holding out a note? That's what I was emulating there as I do a drum fill on the keyboard. It didn't actually work very well. Build up, perfect example of dynamics in action. Look. Builds up. Hear the snare in the background picking up. Melody. Watch it follow. Dynamics building up, right here. I'm about to break my keyboard and drop go. Back on the main rhythm. This is a great example and song to do this challenge with because of all the changes in the pitch. I accidentally knocked my keyboard around a little bit, so I had to fix that a little bit as I headbang there. Here it is though. Increases here. They go to a different note. You could harmonize these two if you put them together. The original note and then going up. A lot of metal does that too, which doesn't surprise me. Doom influences off of metal a lot. So they definitely want to incorporate that some way. This is actually a lot like a Slayer song too. This is, I think, where they got the drum fill from. Holy cow, this is troublesome here. Okay, so movement on this song, my thoughts on that. A lot of held out notes. This is in contrast with the Spirit World. The Spirit World was a lot of those staccato notes. You remember me telling you about those. The sharp, quick, short notes, just like this speech right here. These are longer and drawn out, held out notes with the occasional fill to make you go everywhere. And then of course it dies back down again with the guitar and the drums and everything. And it's at this point that I realize I do not have auto aim on, and I'm gonna have to do something about that. And I have to fix it here, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to do it for this challenge. This is where it kind of dies down a little bit. The main focus is on the synthesizer and its rhythm. A little bit of drum fill in there. Oh, this is gonna be fun here. See if I can beat the knights. Ooh! Took a little damage there. That's rough. And the build up. Remember, everything has to be on beat and on rhythm. And dynamics have to be considered as well. This is where it picks up, so I'm going to be hitting the keyboard harder, until it finally just explodes into the main part. Go. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic there. Oh, well. Oh, man. This is something else. I'm not sure what other levels to do this to, but it was an interesting approach to the map, that's for sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that stands out. Like this area here kind of sucks because of all the cacodemons, and you have to wait on this to load. Just as the music's intensifying, trying to go to my plasma there while staying on the beat. Oh man, what an interesting way to play, in my opinion at least. I don't know, I thought of this one day and had to do it. It's kind of fun. They went back up to the next notes there, those intervals or whatever. Kind of hard to take down the Caco when he's all the way out there. Let's see what would be the hardest part of this map. I'm playing on easier difficulties, so I do have that in my favor. Trying to keep on beat. It's a little tricky sometimes. I might go a little off beat. Forgive me for that. But definitely trying to. while concentrating on the game. I have the beat and the game going on in my head at the same time, trying to keep up with each of them. Now, I don't really incorporate a lot of the vibrato in, but I definitely wanted to at the beginning, and that's a really tough spot for me right there because I'm on a narrow bridge trying to keep along with the beat. I can let them infight, maybe gain a little ground that way. Did enough with the plasma rifle to take care of the Mancubus, but hold on, here's the trick. I need to get through the lava while trying to stay on the beat. A little more about this track. Let's see, what else is there to say about it? The drum feels crazy. That's a lot of quick movement. It's like I said, it's contrasted with the Spirit World in that these are long, drawn-out notes for the most part. Listen, right here. It's kind of an example of staccato right there. Listen, as this builds up, this part, dun 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 dun, hear how it just sounds like it's very sharp and just like that. That's a good example. Man. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little more now, see where we're at. Okay, coming up the elevator here, I had to adjust my keyboard while staying on beat. I still want to press the keys and stay on the beat. Thumbs up to fix it, but did knock my focus out a little bit. Almost through with this level here, man. What a journey. Now, the Baron fight's going to be a little troublesome, staying on rhythm here. So we'll go a little bit closer. I'm taking advantage of the long notes in this melody to keep the plasma down, but other than that, I really have no choice. And auto-aim kind of screws me a little bit there, but I have to have it. He should be going down any minute now. You'd think he would be at least, but I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Duh. Oh, the climb up the stairs. If only this were on ultraviolence, that would be something else. Nightmare. Play this on Nightmare. That would be great. Little short, quick little movements to get up the steps, ascending the final. This is such a good way to end the game because you're going up this final mountain up to the very end toward the last map. Although they probably should have kept the Cyber Demon there for the easy difficulties instead of the Mancubus. I could die right here. And, you know, 45, 21, 0. Not all the items. I don't feel like going back and getting them. Okay, let's see if I can lip sync right here. Ooh, my hands need a break, don't they? Like this if you like this. Consider subscribing if you want to see more crazy stuff like this. I'm Allstin, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, like and subscribe, all that cool stuff, and I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this challenge.